One way of explaining using a metaphor, a symbol of why, for why we become ill and start having symptoms. The metaphor uses a bowl. So we'll just kind of make a drawing of a bowl here. So when we're born, our bowl is empty. We're in a state of health. And over time, and this is primarily related to environmental toxins and poisons and drugs, etc. Over time, this bowl starts to fill up. And a lot depends upon how well our systems or pathways of detoxification are working. Let's say they're not working at all, just as an example. So this bowl starts filling up. Still, we're feeling not so bad, but then it's completely full and starts metaphorically spilling over the edge. And this is where symptoms begin. So obviously, the way out of this, the first thing is to stop filling the bowl. And that can be, just avoidance of chemicals and things like that. Stopping over-the-counter medications, stopping drugs, etc. That would stop filling the bowl. Even though the bowl is still full, and it's almost impossible to avoid environmental chemicals and toxins, still the person is not going to feel well with a full bowl. Ideally, what you want to do is empty the bowl, which is partly purification therapies and many, many other things. But to me, this explains the reason why rehab does not work. They're working, the psychological work, it's really important, especially when, the work is becoming more mindful and, being here in the moment, etc. But still, in rehab, people's bowls are still full. No matter how much you stop the medication, still they're not going to feel well and they're going to relapse. So I really feel, you can go to the IV NAD clinics and get the IV NAD, but I really feel that our approach of emptying the bowl, of course not ingesting any more medication, you've got to be working on this level a lot of detoxification. And of course with the NAD, it's going to increase mitochondrial function, increase the active transport of residues and chemicals and drugs, environmental toxins out of the cell. But if you don't get it out, it's just still in the bowl. So this, I think, is a fairly simplistic overview of why we become ill and why it's so important to engage in purification therapies.